Alphas. It's your boy Alpha, man. We back with She-Hulk episode 3, cameo Meg the Stallion, and of course I'm here joined with the one, the only Monray, Sleepy Ray. How you doing today?
What's up? It's your favorite gnome chilling in the cut waiting on Snow White, and I'm just here talking about some more She-Hulk, not Snow White. She'll be a cameo later, hopefully. You know, since we got 6 more episodes to go, we'll see.
Yeah. I want to start off the episode with this. Let me get some. Do we got some serious music on here? Let's find some serious. No, we just gonna play the intro music. Shout out to my boy Key Crippler. Hey, listen, I'm seeing a lot of people tell me this show bad, but then admit they didn't watch it. And I just want to say, you anti-woke people are getting just as annoying as the woke people in everything. You can't tell me something is bad and you don't watch it. Your opinion is invalid. Now, you might even hear today have some valid gripes about some stuff that happened, and it's okay to like what you like, but you can't give an objective opinion and don't watch something. If you don't watch it, don't talk about it. It's simple. Everybody wants to do these things. Y'all even complain, and then y'all complain about everything, even if you don't know the context in it. I just want to get that out, because I see people all the time talking about this show bad, but then admit they didn't see it. I saw a dude tell Geekdom that he don't respect him as a reviewer because he gave this show, he liked this episode, but then he admitted to another dude in the comments he didn't watch the episode. I'm like, how do you lose respect for a reviewer that you don't watch? If you don't watch the show, if he liked it, you don't know why he liked it except for what he told you, but you didn't see it to see if you liked it. I just had to get that rant out there. Monray, what were your thoughts on this episode?
Besides the fact that everybody who has access to a computer opinion doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Besides that simple fact, because everybody just seems to believe their opinion is important, including my own. I'm not exempt of that. Everybody just believes their opinion is important just because it's important to them. That's not true. The world doesn't know you anything. So please believe. A lot of reviewers will look at comments and just forget them within 5 minutes. So please believe. But whatever.
Other than that, watch the show, even if it's biased, you watched it.
I'm relatively pleased with the show episode 3 because it actually gave me like a bunch of direction for like where this is gonna go. Well, I ain't gonna say where it's gonna go, for ideas for where it's gonna go. It gave me a lot of direction for that. They let you know the snippet of, hey, it's gonna be cameos in it, maybe even cameos every episode, depending on how you interpret what she said in the car. So you might get cameos every episode. Them cameos might give out important information like Wong did, because now I'm really, really questioning just how much Wong remembers about the entire Spider-Man incident, because we know he was there before, when Strange was doing the first spell, but that little snippet just lets you know, like, he remembers some degree of casting the spell to forget everything. So it makes me really question how much he remembers, just period, point blank. That's one. And then we got the cameos, and then the direction of what happened at the end with trying to narrow down who wants her blood and for what reason. And it could be an abundance of people who could want her blood, and then all of the mentions to Asgard. They gave a lot of points and a lot of things that this could connect to. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see Valkyrie within the next few episodes. If they're really trying to connect this hard to Asgard, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw her. She is the leader of New Asgard, so but it gave a lot of points of the direction that this show could go, and I'm relatively pleased with that. They finding more of their balance when it comes to comedy. They finding their stride. I'm cool with it. The little jokes, and I guess I'm gonna let Zelmay touch on the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing, because I think that's the most controversial debate topic about the episode is the end credit scene, which I don't have a problem with it. I generally don't. To me, it's just not that big of a deal, but apparently a lot of people got some stuff going on with it. I'll let Zelmay touch on that, but all in all, I'm pleased with it. It was fine. It gave me some direction for what the overarching narrative and direction of the show and possible antagonists and stuff like that. So I'm cool with it.
Yeah, we had a bunch of, as you said, we had a bunch of stuff that basically like set up a bunch of things. It was allowing us to see what the end goal was, because we saw the Wrecking Crew finally, and we found out they were trying to get her blood. We saw Abomination. We found out who his 7 secrets thing, which was it was cool that they threw a little wrench into our plans of what we thought.
Polygamy. Polygamy.
It threw a little wrench in our ideas because we thought they're doing the Thunderbolts. They're doing the Thunderbolts, and they were like, nah, he just got 7 random hippie women. He got like, nah, he just got 7. He just got 7 random hippie women that he just loved. They had a scene in that I had to say touche to Murray. They had an actual scene where they had YouTubers and used every criticism that they had, and they played them. Oh, you couldn't come up with a common character? Why they all just remakes? Oh, another woman? All the male heroes are gone now. I was like, they really played into everything y'all say on YouTube and TikTok. Oh, well, I don't have no problem with a woman character. I just think they can do it better.
I smash.
Yeah, they had I smash. Then they had a dude in the comment like, I wouldn't. That's why I don't like the show. I'm like, they literally had little comments on everything y'all complain about. I'm like, are y'all that predictable? it's the complaint so predictable that this show.
Yeah, they are.
And you can't say it was off Miss Marvel or Black Widow. This show was filming when they did it, and they didn't even have the complaints that y'all had in there because that started around Miss Marvel time. They just knew you was gonna say it. I'm like, come on, you got it. I respected Touche to Marvel for that, to play off that, and like had to look at me like, I don't want no woman superhero. I don't hate the fact she a woman, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think she get all no love. They played off rumors and stuff, talking about she got kicked out of Avengers, even though none of the Avengers even knew she was. I don't even think the Avengers around no more to be kicked out for. Like, I like it was a little clever thing. I think some stuff was corny, a little overdone, yes. But it was some stuff in it that was like, okay. But for the most part, it didn't take me out of it. It wasn't like I keep referring to Thor. Some of Thor stuff took me out of it, even though I enjoyed the movie, but some of it took me out of it. This had a little bit of it, but it didn't completely take me out of the show. Dennis is hilarious. But yo, Dennis thought he was stunning on Meg Thee Stallion.
Man.
He had a woke fairy lady.
He was good entertainment, bro. He was good entertainment. He is good, but that was just funny. It's just like, bro, like he actually like, do I need to go back? Do I need to go back in there? Like, bro, no, you don't. Let it go for that. Let it go.
And then she went up there and said, yo, this dude is actually delusional of the thing he can pull Megan Thee Stallion. And that's how he won the case. Like, he's actually delusional to think that Megan Thee Stallion will require him to buy a sedan.
A sedan, bro. Not the sedan.
A sedan. Like, I was like, okay, this is clever. I'm trying to see what I said about it. They also introduced Mallory Brooks, who, if y'all know, the lawyer Mallory Brooks. Dennis actually even referred to her as the hot one, and that he can't trust her to talk man stuff because she hot, because she might be a future fiance.
Man, that boy something else.
So Dennis, I absolutely enjoy. What else did I enjoy about the episode? I did love Blonsky, but like I said, he the one that kind of went overboard sometime with the corny. Okay, it's a bump.
It's just the character they made for him. They're like, well, we're just gonna make you a pacifist.
Yeah.
That was gonna make you a pacifist.
Even though I get why they did it, because the story is supposed to be he trying to prove that he's a good guy. But Wong is always Wong. He's incredible.
Dang on Wong.
Yo, Wong said, "Sir, you broke a criminal out of the high security prison." You're like, okay, I gotta go. Dipped.
They ain't like they can really stop him.
Like, what you gonna do? He literally he can walk in and out of this prison and get Abomination whenever he wants. Like, what are you gonna do to him? The little light elf was the main one that was over the top, but it was funny sometimes.
She started to channel me an idea that if they continue with this new Asgard thing, that new Asgard is running out. Like, it's starting to get out of control, because you had 4 random dudes rob a Asgardian construction worker, as they say. Yeah, 4 of them robbed them. You had an Asgardian light elf just trolling people. So now it's like, okay, so is New Asgard running out? Like, is it getting a little bit out of hand? You know, for Valkyrie to deal with?
Is she
Like,
injured too? If it's around Thor, she's injured because if you know from Love and Thunder, she's hurt. So
I'm just like, is it like New Asgard is getting a little wild right now, and you know, that's the possibility that we're going. So like, because apparently they pushed this link to Asgard throughout the entirety of this episode. So it's not like She-Hulk is just going to forget that they use Asgardian weapons to attack her. Even though New Asgard really shouldn't be nowhere close to where she is. If I can remember locations right, New Asgard should be nowhere close to where she lives at in like New York City.
Yeah. Isn't New Asgard near San Francisco?
So I'm like, they got from there all the way to her on some night area with some boss just hiring a bunch of thugs to get her blood. I'm just like, bro, like it is pushing it. So like,
they came and did a sedan.
Like, what the frick is going on with New Asgard, bro? Like, what's really going on with New Asgard? Like, how y'all getting this stuff? How y'all light elves trolling? I mean, like, we running out? I mean, now New Asgard is gonna be on television for like, oh, they just had like a random elf changing into Megan Thee Stallion and stuff and stealing money. So it's like, y'all hard up for money? I thought New Asgard was no individual. And it's like, you know, what we doing? Then I got Thor in space. I mean, not Thor. Then I got Hulk in space still. So I'm like, hey, yo, what's going on, fam? Like, y'all got a lot going on behind the scenes of these little lawsuits. I got a lot going on. So I'm just like, now to be fair, I do give them props. They put a lot into 30 minutes this episode. Like last week, that we were more like, okay, they didn't really seem like they had that much. This week, they put a lot in 30 minutes. I can give props. They put a lot in 30 minutes. They didn't really seem rushed. It was like we got a lot in this episode. We just been get right to the point on these. Get right to the point on these. Connect A and B cases. Hey, like so I give them props. They working this 30 minutes.
They did. Shout out to the little Easter egg. Did you catch it when the reporter asked her that I heard you got your powers by a hit by a mafia boss? And I'm like, that's how she got in the comics. I'm like, that's smooth. I like how y'all put that in the. That's a little nice Easter egg. She like, we heard you got your power because you got attacked by a mafia boss and the Hulk saved you. I'm like, I like that Easter egg. I like that Easter egg.
They're doing nice.
Like I said, we met the wrecking crew.
I give them props. They just trying to. They finally started setting up some stuff for the future. You know, somebody trying. We found she got thick skin. And, you know, we just like, okay, you know, they're trying to get her blood, which will let you know that somebody has obviously realized that she got like better blood than Bruce to be going after her blood. So somebody know a little bit more about superheroes than her than regularly scheduled. For all we know, they might go after Abomination, but I doubt they go after him. So I'm just like,
his blood shouldn't be out of control.
they know a little something about science, and you know they were willing to hire some thugs. I'm just saying, if Kingpin's still alive, this fits his bill. But I don't think he really wanted She-Hulk blood anywhere, as far as I remember. But this is the MCU, so it could be a little different. But I mean, he fits the bill as somebody that's like a pretty good crime boss. For all you know, it could be Sharon, you know, the power broker down under. She could just be pulling some extra strings, trying to get a little blood for some study, you know, in a way that nobody really like. To me, this ain't nobody big, because they hiring random kids with some construction equipment. Like it ain't like this is super complicated. So to me, this ain't big yet. Like not just like, okay, somebody that's She-Hulk level, street level threat. Hey, I want some of this blood. Let's get some Hulk powers. Yeah.
You know what would be cool though? Cause like Kingpin is gonna be in Echo and Daredevil. We know, confirmed. Kingpin was also in Arrow.
If he's alive.
He already confirmed for Daredevil, so I think
that could be the past. I mean, that could be like
but it'd be cool if he like the main villain for the street level people and he just show up in Spider-Man 2 and they just like street level main villain, because he is the street level main villain.
He is a street level main villain. He runs it.
That's what I'm saying. He runs the street. So you have him in Hawkeye, you have him in Echo, you have him in Daredevil, you have him in this show, and they'd be like, okay, he the street level main villain, and they trying to clean him up, but he continually plot. Because it would be cool to consistently have a villain for another group of people just to have shows on.
You know it'll be funny if they just like, you know what, we're gonna use this to introduce Oscorp. Hey, yo, Goblin, go steal that stuff.
Oh,
Straight out of left field.
Even though it'd be, well, I guess you could. If what's the name not, they rumors that Spider-Man, first year is not canon now. I'm like, okay, y'all got confused and we got confused because y'all knew we.
I ain't worried about the cartoon version, but I was never worried about that.
But yeah, it's setting up a lot. You got a lot. It's a lot this show sets up to make you curious about though. Once you get past all the human stuff, if you ain't into that, I get it. But once you get past this, it's setting up something for the Hulk. Where did the Hulk go? Wolverine is fighting somebody in a bar because I don't think anybody with iron claws is running around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they finally mentioned this. What gonna happen with Abomination now that he's free? Will the U.S. government ever get Wong?
Polygamy.
Will the U.S.
Polygamy?
Wong is probably gonna be the defendant in the next episode.
Polygamy.
Will they get Wong? Shout out to the Thirst Trap with books for the nerdy dude.
Will they get Wong? See you next time on another episode of The She-Hulk.
Wong bringing up erasing memories and it's getting messy. He don't remember certain stuff.
Bam. That just did me. I'm like, Wong, how much do you remember? Because I know Strange never mentioned it, but then again, it's supposed to be like he forgets who Peter ever was so that the spell will never have gone off. Like either way, just how much does Wong remember? Like it's just how much do you remember? It's just, that's the only snippet I'm wondering, bro. Yeah. I just need some link to get my man Peter back as Mary Jane, bro. I just need somebody to give me that link. Give my man Peter back as Mary Jane, bro. Please, that's all I want. So somebody remember, dang it. I know he remembers.
Yeah, so
I know Peter remembers. Somebody got to be with my guy.
Yeah, they remember Spider-Man, but they don't know who he is anymore. So that's a thing.
Oh yeah, they remember Spider-Man, just they don't remember Peter. I'm like, bro, give my man's girl back, bro.
Yeah, the ending was so sad in that movie.
I
want to also congratulate the VFX because the Wrecking Crew stuff looked cool.
It did. I'm like, that's construction equipment.
It looked really cool. I'm like, okay, they got ate up real quick, really easily dealt with.
That's construction equipment, y'all. Okay.
It got blue lights and everything, and then she went up and the show ends with her looking in the mirror, looking like she might accept who she is now.
Just like what choice is she gonna have?
Yeah, she like
that's the whole thing. The episode's like, baby girl, you trying to run? You are literally like a worldwide superhero with powers. That's a lawyer that's representing a literal giant villain. It's like, girl, please, like, what is you keep on going on this tangent like you finna be some regular girl that can hang out on Fridays at like last call or something. Like girl, stop. What are you doing? Like you are literally like an international star because of who you are now. Stop with this foolishness. It's like keep on trying to run from this, man. It's like, man.
Don't run from it. Accept it. It looked like she's starting to accept it. Plus, it kind of came useful because them dudes try to kidnap her and she like, oh wait, you can't do nothing to me, dog.
Yeah, girl, remember what you are. Like you are a She-Hulk. You are not some helpless girl anymore.
And they kind of said, like Monte said, he brought it up earlier, but I want to touch on it again. She did list earlier in the episode that she is. It's one of those shows they're gonna do cameos. But then she reminded you, remember who show this is though. it's still mine. This show ain't gonna be one of those.
You might get a cameo every episode. Yeah. So it just builds up the anticipation. All right, who's gonna see next week?
Yeah, it kind of built up that little anticipation because I feel like they're gonna bring out somebody cool sooner or later, like somebody you ain't seen before.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that probably a couple times. If you got 9 episodes with 9 cameos, you showing somebody we haven't seen.
Yeah. Sometimes we get 2 cameos in an episode. So we got Wong and did we get somebody else? Or was it just Wong? You
were talking about the lady that
Mallory Books.
Yeah, you want to call her a cameo.
It's a small cameo, but you could consider she's important.
About all I got.
The Titania is hilarious. How she's using social media. She's a social media influencer. I'm like
what the heck?
Society has brought me to this. And this is why I did it. I'm like, this is hilarious. You got to catch little things at the bottom of the screen, like when they do news reports. They actually make me pay attention.
Yeah, I gotta realize to look at it. Or for these episodes.
Yeah, so all the episodes now, every time the news come on or a little thing, you have to check and make sure you don't see a hint of Wolverine or X-Men or somebody does, you got to always check and look around like, did I miss something? I actually like that too. It makes me interested in the show. And I see some people complaining about the show is too short. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of needed a MCU break, and just 26 minutes of a show kind of is still not making it overbearing.
Like I said, like they putting a lot in these 30 minutes. This isn't the type of show I really need 45 minutes of, because she's not really it's not a show based on a lot of action as right now. Like this isn't the show where like you can look at Falcon and the Winter Soldier or like Hawkeye, for example. So it's not a show where it's gonna have action and like that in every episode. It's more like political stuff, I guess, to say, like, we got lawyers, it's gonna be court cases that she's gonna focus on, stuff going on in the background, and so a news show, and that's really what this is. So we're not gonna drown you in 45 minutes of her issues and her problems and the politicalness around her situation with little to no action of her fighting and stuff. It's like, we're not gonna bury you in that. Not to mention, I even said this last week or like the week before, that they're literally using this to stretch their way to Black Panther in freaking November. So this show is going to last until late October. So they are stretching this, and I figured they were going to stretch this. So I mean, cool. Like, I understand they were going to stretch this. I understand the need to stretch this because it's a pretty wide break between Thor and Black Panther, which is July to November. So I understand them need to stretch it. So, but like I said, they're using a combination of shorter episodes and cameos to keep you interested in every episode. Smart business plan. You can make your way so that you don't really miss a lot and keep it going. So cool with it. Really got no problems with it thus far. It's straight. They finding their balance eventually. So, some comedy hit or miss, but otherwise they found more of their stride rather than like the first episode where it seemed like it was like sort of pushing a lot of extra. So I'm straight. I ain't got no real issue with it.
Yeah. It's a what I call it the best show. No. And I get if you don't like it because it's like overtly comedy. It's not like MCU action. So I understand if you have that. My thing at the beginning was that if you don't watch it, you can't critique it. It's not that if you watch it and you don't like it because I don't care for the comedy aspect. I don't care about that. It's okay to do that, but to just like say I don't like something and I don't watch it is annoying. And then tell a reviewer or somebody that you don't respect their opinion on the show you didn't watch, and they did, and they kind of liked it, even though they had some critiques. It's kind of like, I'm like, y'all getting annoying now. Y'all,
I see every opinion is not important.
The anti-woke and woke thing, like, oh, my opinion should be valued. It's an invalid opinion in the world. And if you don't watch some, or you can't tell me about a movie, if me and Monte is talking about Space Jam 1 and you never watched it, stay over there. Stay over there. We don't care. Your opinion is invalid. You don't know nothing about the subject. The one thing the internet has done is create a way for you to express yourself on things you know nothing about. And
I'm leaving that alone. That's a whole other topic.
I'm saying we'll leave that alone. But let's go to the thing everybody else care about, and then we're gonna get out of here. Meg the Stallion cameo was what, Monday?
I mean, before everybody decided to ruin it, over the course of the internet by raging about it, it would have been slightly surprising because it'd been like Meg the Stallion probably would have been one of the last people you would have imagined just randomly popping up on an episode of She-Hulk. So before they all ruined it, it would have been surprising. But I said out of that, it was fine because it was relatively minor. Like, she showed up during the court case. Naturally, she was mentioned. She was in a post-credit scene, and people talking about her twerking. And I'm like, she barely twerked. Like, people acting like they really just saw her going. Like, yeah,
in
like
a pantsuit, Monte. In a pantsuit.
She barely did anything, and She-Hulk was twerking more than she was because they actually focused on She-Hulk more with the camera angle. So I'm like, people, please.
Monte, in a pantsuit, Monte.
People like some people who would complain like it's not that serious. Like her twerking just was not that serious. Like there are other aspects, that you can make, or like other inferences you can make about her presence in the episode and different things Disney's doing as a whole that you can make. I understand some of those arguments. Just her twerking, like that is not, that wasn't a real.
This show is for kids. It say PG-13, dog. It's for teenagers, so it say PG-13. Some of the humor is for adults too. I don't think it's made for kids. You just made it up just to be angry about something. And
bro, when I was 15, I seen a lot worse. So,
and I'm gonna tell y'all this, by the way. Y'all pretended like she was finna have this big role as a main character, and y'all were complaining about it, and then she didn't. So y'all decided to complain about something else. And this goes back to again the complaining about nothing just to complain at this point. Like if you have, like I said, you have a many gripes that you can have with this series if you don't like it. But some stuff y'all just nitpick. Like she probably had 12 words said in this whole show.
It wasn't much. No, I said it was fine with me.
It was a post-credit scene that got them on every black website there is. So Disney got a new audience. Same thing Miss Marvel did. It had the lowest ratings, but it brought in more people to Disney Plus than normal. So Disney Plus had a big thing because younger people started watching Miss Marvel. That's what they reported in their quarterly file, which you can't lie on because they're a publicly traded company. They can't just make it up. If they make it up, they will be in trouble with the SEC. So they made money during Miss Marvel because younger people who didn't care about Disney Plus wanted to see Miss Marvel. And it was the least watched show of all of them because y'all are here to watch other things on Disney Plus. So at the end, they did what they wanted to do. They added people to the site, and you still on there. If y'all start leaving and everything, they have a problem. But y'all still on there because y'all want to see certain other shows. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna want to see Daredevil Born Again because I really want to see that. If they do anything like the comics, it's gonna be crazy. But
I'm done.
You get to watch all your old Marvel movies. Joe just watched Iron Man 2. His replay is on the short. Monte has Make It Make Sense. It comes out every Saturday. By the way, we have playlists now. Monte can save his playlist and send it out and do whatever you want to do on Facebook. And you got the Blurred Boys. They got their thing. They do it every Saturday.
And every day.
Yeah, every day. So you'll see all this stuff continuously in their little playlist. It's all on the homepage. And each show, they keep it that Marvel series on the front page. You have Power, all this stuff. So like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. And even if you don't, we got the playlist so you can easily find stuff. If you just want to watch Make It Make Sense every Saturday, at what time, Monte?
Around 7:30, 8:30 Eastern, you know.
Yeah, so if you just want to watch that only, that's all you want to watch, you can. It's simple. All you have to do is go to the little playlist tab and click every episode of Make It Make Sense. We'll be on episode 12.
Yes.
Yeah, so we on episode 12. Just so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and just go to the home page. You find whatever you want to look at. If you're only interested in Marvel stuff, we have a section for that. I appreciate y'all. Monte, where can they find you?
I already know your boy Monray Hudson everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Where you see Monray Hudson is most likely me. Otherwise, catch me here wherever you see these videos at a lot of times, or Saturdays. Make It Make Sense. Blurred Cartel, Buds, we here. Make sure y'all come see your boy.
Yeah. I hope y'all like the little courtroom green background in the back. I know y'all can't see it. Let me let y'all look at it real quick. Look at it. We got it look cool on it. Let's go. I hope y'all like it. But yeah, we'll be back here next Thursday to talk more about She-Hulk episode 4. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let us know how we can improve. Anything else y'all want to see, let us know. And I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tonight for Issa's Race season finale of Rap Shit. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.